Welcome to the GGNORE tournament.
Hi guys, Sunday coming at you with another GGNORE commentary, and yeah, this is the round of 8. This is to make it to the round of 4, one step closer to the $150, or $100 for first place, excuse me, and $50 for second place. Alright, this is between Future from Team Light and Fonger from SMI, and we have Future spawning as the purple Protoss on about the 11 o'clock position, and then we have Fonger as the red Terran about the 2 o'clock position. But yeah, this is going to be a PvT action, and this is on Medusa here, so this should be a lot of fun here. A couple shoutouts before this gets too far into it. A shout out to Magnum for providing the $150. He will be sending the winner the money, so congratulations to whoever wins, and thank you to Magnum for providing the money. Also, Frozen Pulse for that sweet intro video. But yeah, hopefully, I'm going to try to do some more pro games. I've been doing a lot of tournament games, and something came up with Fnatic, their StarCraft team. But I'm going to try to do some pro games as well. That's just a shout-out for the people who watch both of my videos. But for the people who follow GGNORE, hopefully you like it. Give me comments and reply about things that can be better in the next season and vice versa. So we do see here that Fonger's going to block himself in. He's going to play this very standard scouting probe. He's now going to make his way to Fonger's base. And yeah, both these players, I'm very familiar with both their play. Future is actually someone who helps me with my own play. Kind of mentors me in a way and really helps me. And Fonger's just a really nice guy and a good friend of mine now. But yeah, Fonger going to block himself in the scouting probe, will make his way in though. So right now, Future just wants to keep the scouting probe alive as long as possible. The longer the better. He can delay the tech route, and he can see what the tech route is. SCV is going to try to chase down that probe, but with the appropriate micro, that probe should not fall. He's going to actually wrap behind, make sure there's not an expansion going up or anything crazy here. But it looks like standard play from both players. Gas Simulator now going up, and Gateway on its way. So we're just going to see we could even see double gate Goon here, or we could see one gate into OBS and vice versa. But a player like Future, I've seen 2 gate out of him quite a bit, 2 gate Goon, but Cybernetics Core now warping up. We'll see if the second gateway does go down. If it is 2 gate Goons, it will go down fairly quickly here. Barracks now finishing, and SCV scouting SCV on the way. SCV is not going to be too surprised. Very standard PvT action taking place right here, and Future doing a nice job of keeping the scouting probe alive. Very impressive so far, actually. Now the SCV is going to go back, and one Marine out, and this Marine's probably going to head back. Yeah, the Marine is going to head back to try to take out that SCV, or take out the probe, excuse me. Fonger scouting in the wrong position, so that's going to delay him a little bit here, but there's really not too much going on. The second gateway has not went up quite yet, so I think we are just going to see one gate tech, although he is actually going to make the early Zealot here, so he's going to send an early Zealot on, so he's going to try to put some pressure on. He needs to get 2 SCV kills. That's the magic number, and this is because the scouting probe's still alive. He's probably going to wrap around. This Marine is after this probe, so this probe's probably not going to make it out. Actually, it does make it out there. If he can use that probe with the Zealot, he might be able to take down the SCVs a little easier. They do make the Marine kills and SCV kills that much easier. Factory now coming up, so could see a Vulture on the way, and as soon as he sees the Zealot, he's probably going to pump the first Vulture. SCV now making his way to the base here. Zealot on his way, though, and really it's up to Future to try to get some SCV kills. Goon on the way, too, so really Future just going to try to be as aggressive as possible. Second gateway is going up, so now the pylon behind. He probably will expand in a little bit here, but with 2 gates, he's going to get a couple Goons out, see what his opponent's doing, and then he'll decide from there. But I think expansion is the call from both players here. Yeah, so we are going to see a 1 factory into Expo here from Future, or from Fonger, excuse me. This scouting probe is still alive, so Future, this is really helping Future. I think he's seen that the factory and there's only 1 SCV mining, so I think he knows that that his opponent's going 1 fact in Expo, and he's actually going to try to put some pressure on the front here. If he possibly could take down the supply depot, that'd be huge, but it's not going to happen here. Trying to take down the SCV. Good SCV micro so far from Fonger, repairing the SCV, repairing the supply depot. More SCVs on the way. The first tank should be out. Yes, the first tank is out, and that's going to help hold this off. So, pretty standard here. He's going to try to put some pressure on, but not going to be able to take down the supply depot, which is pretty normal. I don't think he was counting on it, although it would be pretty awesome if he happened to take it down. Scouting SCV in here, still alive. Probe almost going to take it down. Probe should be able to handle the rest of that SCV here. But yeah, very, very standard play. Range is upgrading, and he's still pounding away on this front door. And if this depot actually did fall, this depot might fall here. Oh boy, this actually could hurt, but he should. Oh, it's close. It is very close, and the depot does fall there, and this is actually going to hurt Fonger a little bit. He's going to lose a couple more SCVs. He's going to be required to build the depot back here. He's going to be able to hold this off, but actually, Future... great harassment so far. He's got to back off now, though. He's got to realize it's not worth it, and he is backing off there. So, Future, that actually does hurt, though. That really kind of slows down the Terran, and possibly if he could have broken and got his goons through, he could have done some more damage. But with the SCVs repairing the tank, that wasn't going to happen. Another tank up. Command center going up here, so I expect the expansion, which is now warping in, okay? And really, it's up to Future to double expand probably, unless he chooses to be aggressive. But generally, when you're the Terran opponent one fact into X-Plus, you want to double expand. So I'm expecting about 6, get some goons out, get a small group of goons out, maybe a control group, and then he'll probably expand again here. But yeah, very, very standard play. So both these players are very good. Future actually participated in the World Cyber Games in California for the WCG United States. So just to show you his skill. And Fonger, I know him. If you guys know Vol, he's the guy who's done some commentaries with him. He's a very strong player. Very, very impressive play. Round 1. He actually defeated Louder to get here, and Louder took 3rd place in the WCG US. So just to show you the skill level of these players, Fonger beat the 3rd place WCG US finalist, and Fonger was in the WCG United States. So robotics facility warping in. We're probably going to see an observer, although yeah, we probably will see an observatory here. Reaver, you can do a little later Reaver harassment, and then it's not so all in. If you can do some harassment, and then you can use it for your army as well. But this scouting SCV is not going to get in. So right now, Fonger is a little bit in the dark, although I think he knows what his opponent is doing. Engineering bay now going up. That could easily be because he doesn't know what his opponent's doing, and he's going to want the turrets to control against Reaver harassment as well as DTs, if that was Future's call, but that's not what we're seeing here from Future. A robotics facility has finished. We'll probably see an observatory go up fairly soon. This second base is up and running. Observatory is warping in here, so he's just going to get the obs out. It's really important that he does keep that first observer out as long as possible. That'll help him, I mean, if you lose that first observer, then you're really in the dark for a while, because right now you're in the dark from when your first scouting probe dies to when your ob gets there. Missile turrets going up, so he might be fearing DTs, but because really right now he's in the dark, he doesn't really know what his opponent's doing at all. SCV going to come up here, 6 and missile turrets up here, so very standard play here from both players. And there's the 3rd expansion here. So right now, we could easily see this game go into late game, and then it's going to turn into a macro game rather than micro. Yeah. Observer now out. He's going to send that over, and he's going to see that he's probably going to reassure that his opponent went one fact expo and see what tech he's going from there. I don't see... Let's see. He has 2 more factories going up here, so he's just going to build up a force and push out probably about 180, 170 psi count. That's just a guess, though. I'm not quite sure what he has in mind. Probe coming out here, so he's going to use this probe probably to scout, or he might be expanding again. Another expansion now would really give him the macro lead, although it could be a bit risky here because his Terran opponent has not expanded again. You want to stay 1 expansion ahead in PvT. If you can stay more than that, it's great, but often when you try to stay more than 1 ahead, it turns into be a pretty risky build. Citadel warping in. The +1 weapon and speed upgrade, especially the speed upgrade, so big in PvT. Really, Zealots, in my opinion, Zealots are really the key to PvT. When you can send in your Zealots and try to get the basically when your Zealots die, you have to stop the push, because that's when your Dragoons start taking the fire, and tanks own Dragoons. That's basically why they use speed lots here. So yeah, he's not going to wait to push out. He's going to try to push out now, I think, and he actually has quite a few tanks with the appropriate micro. He might be able to